Look at the colors.
The color.
Oh,
the color
of course.
Look at us.
Hey there, it's William Westhopper from the Real DC Car Guy, and we're in Marysville, Tennessee, just outside of Knoxville, for the Bronco Off-Roadeo. This is Ford's brand new off-road track for Bronco owners. And everybody thinks of Bronco and four-wheel driving and going off-road as a guy thing. It's not. Ladies, would you introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Kelsey Gherkin. I am the Bronco Off-Roadeo and Cause Marketing Manager at Ford.
Hi, I'm Kelly Boyd, and I am with All Terrain Nation on YouTube. Off-roader.
Hi, I'm Jana Asklin, and I am with Real Mom Car Tours.
I'm Allie Dubois. I co-host on All Terrain Nation, and I have my own Instagram, Allie Dubois.
I'm Laura Zelinsky, and I'm with the Bronco Nation.
So, ladies, is this a guy thing, or are girls welcome here? What's going on here?
Are you asking that question?
Yes, I am.
We are more than welcome here.
You are more than welcome here. We actually had some really good conversations at lunch about ladies and off-roading, and this is actually your first, right?
I was a newbie. About 5 hours ago.
Okay.
It was a little bit intimidating because I think a lot of people here do this more regularly. It's a lifestyle thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm dipping my toe in.
She's buying a Bronco by the end of the day.
Now, I think I'm in the market for a Bronco. It built my confidence incredibly well because of the capability of the Bronco. I felt like I got the tools that I needed to understand how to use the vehicle, but then I really just trusted it, and we were a team out there.
Great. Well, and 4 of you are content creators doing automotive content. 1 of you is corporate, so you do have to wear the blue oval
I sure
all the
do.
time.
Loud and proud.
So how are you going to tell your audience that, ladies, come on out. Leave your guys back at home. Come on out. How are you going to do that?
I mean, honestly, I started 3 years ago not knowing anything, and now I'm completely hooked. And I take girls to events to teach them, to show them like, hey, you're welcome here. You can just hang out, or you can actually go off-roading and learn a little bit. I mean, I know Kelly's handed the keys over to her Bronco too, but we let people drive ours, saying, here you go, like, we'll teach you the basics, and that's how they get hooked. And I've met some of my best friends now off-roading that are like better friends than the ones that I kind of like grew up with, just because like we have this in common, like you're building this together. It's a really cool community, but you kind of have your own little off-road family.
Yeah. And 3 of you own Broncos, is that correct?
Yes.
And
You're
corporate. You're corporate. You can't talk. All right. So what is it that you drive every day?
A Hyundai Palisade. I have 2 kids.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
We're not off-roading.
Well, yeah, but your kids
But you will now.
But I will.
All right. So I'm going to keep you on the corporate side, even though I know you're now. Is that your own personal vehicle, or is that a corporate supplied vehicle?
It's corporate supplied, but we get to pick which vehicle we
Okay,
have.
okay.
And so I specifically chose a Bronco.
Okay, cool. So we're filming.
Sorry. Oh, sorry.
Thanks. From the 4 content creators who are 3 Bronco owners, what are you going to tell this one? How would you spec a Bronco for her?
Good question.
That's a good one. You're in North Carolina, right?
Yep. So how I always start this conversation is I always say, what are you going to use it for? So
daily driver, 90%, but 10% go to the North Carolina mountains up gravel roads and find trails.
Okay, so the vehicle you had today, did you have all hero switches, or were you missing one?
I was missing one.
Okay, so you were missing the stay bar disconnect.
Yep.
Did you ever feel uncomfortable on those off-camber situations that we were in?
No.
Oh, well then you may not need a Badlands.
So like what I'm honestly thinking is, well, she needs a 4-door for the kids.
100%.
So I'm thinking like 4-door Outer Banks.
Yeah.
But don't forget about the Bronco Sport.
That's
which
true.
is amazing as a commuter vehicle. Very quiet, very comfortable. You've got air in the back seats for your kids. It's nice.
Oh, that is important.
And it's incredibly capable too.
Yes.
So as you saw, we took the sports off-road.
Yeah.
That was really fun. I drove that one pretty fast.
It might be one, and there's a Sasquatch package for $25.
Yes.
There is.
You might want to get into that one too.
You do a little bit of off-roading.
Ford corporate.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to ask you some corporate questions. What is your demographic? of men to women that buy Bronco,
Yeah.
the full-size Broncos or Bronco Sports?
So I don't have the exact numbers, so we'll
you-
release that.
so you-
Obviously,
you
for
can just give
Obviously
us
for
some numbers.
Bronco, it's very heavily skewed male owners versus female, but we have a really strong contingency of strong women that want to drive this, and it's part of their lifestyle, like you're learning here. Bronco Sport, I think it's closer to that 50-50 mark of male versus female, so you have a lot of women that are learning that, and they don't know what that vehicle is capable of. So to put my corporate twist on it, that's why we want them to come to Bronco Off-Roadeo,
Yeah.
especially to come learn what it can do something they might not have thought they ever would have. Or could.
Yeah.
And specifically, we have the women's days, which I know 3 of the 4 have attended this.
Well, I want to put another SKU on that too, because I think a lot of the time, so I also work at a dealer, is how I got introduced to Bronco. With it,
And you can tell the dealer name. You can.
so I work at Brighton Ford.
And where is that located?
Brighton, Michigan.
Okay.
So with that, I have a handful of customers off the top of my head that it started the husband's vehicle. The wife has now taken over that, but that's also some of the numbers that we're never really going to see, because like sometimes it's only titled in the husband's name or in the wife's name when it comes down to that. But I have several customers where it has now taken, like it was the husband's car, it was spec'd out for the husband. They have now either purchased another Bronco or went back to F-150 just because like the wife has taken that car over.
100%.
And we have the daughter of a mechanic who you've been wrenching pretty much all your life, right? You've been working on cars.
Maybe since like 10 years old.
Okay, well, there you go. And you were not a Bronco driver in the beginning.
I had Jeeps.
You're a Jeep girl.
Yes.
Okay. So is there a difference between a Jeep girl and a Bronco girl?
I'm not sure about a difference between the girls, but there's a difference in the vehicles.
Okay.
And I love my Jeeps, but I love the Bronco for the comfort and the capability that IFS sold me on it. I know that you can get more articulation with a solid axle, but IFS and Bronco is where it's at. I think the Jeep girls, I haven't hung out with too many of them as of late. It's been Bronco girls all the time. But I think anyone who wants to get off-road, try a new hobby, just feel empowered, as Jana was saying earlier. It's a very fun way to test your knowledge, your capability, practice, and feel capable.
Bronco Nation.
Yes.
How do people join it? What do they need to do? What's the cost?
So Bronco Nation is an enthusiast community about making owning a Bronco easier and more enjoyable. And it's $24.99 for a membership, which gets you access to Bronco base camps where you can come out to major events, camp with us. We make going outside accessible for a lot of these major events. It can be intimidating, but if you have a landing zone, you know you're going to meet people there and walk away with friends. So you get access to that. There's parts discounts online, and there's a lot of other benefits to being of it. So $24.99. You can hang out on the forums for free anytime. We also have Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all those kind of things, YouTube.
And what's the website?
TheBroncoNation.com.
The
Bronco Nation. Yes. Yeah.
And tell me about how do Bronco owners come here, and are only Bronco owners allowed here? So can you tell us what the process is to come to this great place in Tennessee?
Absolutely. So for our owners, it's Bronco, Bronco Sport, Bronco Raptor. Bronco Sport's exclusively at Tennessee and Moab. Bronco is at all 5 locations. Raptor is at just Nevada. They have their specific base camp there. So when they learn about it, hopefully at the dealership, if not, we have emails that go out to alert them. Bronco Nation's another great news source for them to know what's available. They go to BroncoOffRodeo.com, go create their profile, verify their VIN, and from there they can schedule and pick their date, which location they want. We've had people travel from Washington State to our New Hampshire location. So it does not matter where you live, you go wherever you want. So that's for our owners. For anyone who doesn't own a Bronco, Bronco Sport, or Raptor, we have a half-day adventure program. So it's $795, 4 hours. You're still using our vehicle. You're still getting the expert guidance from a trail guide. So whether you're having fun in Vegas and you need a little bit break from the casinos, or you're here visiting the Smoky Mountains, want to do a little off-roading, something that you've never done, we have the options for both owners and anyone who, you know, just wants to try something new and have a really cool bucket list adventure.
So you mentioned the price for non-owners.
Yes.
What's the price for owners?
For owners, it is included in their purchase.
Okay, and
so
you-
they just have to cover their travel to the location. Guest fees do apply, but the actual experience, which is, you know, a full day, you're using our vehicle, trail guides, lunch, dinner, everything, they are getting that included in the purchase.
Oh, very good. And as you had mentioned, there was a certain year range.
Yeah,
that it
so
happens.
based on your model year is when you know how long you have to attend. So
Okay.
our 22 model year owners, theirs is coming up to their expiration, which is going to be December of this year.
Okay.
23 model year is June of 2025, and 24 model year expires at the end of December 2025.
Great. Well, I want to thank all of you for telling us more about the Bronco and Bronco Off-Road Rodeo and Bronco Nation and each of your outlets, which I really appreciate hearing more and more about. So thank you, ladies, and I hope
you.
we'll get more women out.
Heck yeah.
We
Yes.
hope so.
Yay.
Bring it.
Very good. Thanks for watching, and check us out on Instagram and on YouTube. Until next time. So come to Knoxville, come to Marysville, and come to the Great Smoky Mountains for Bronco Off-Rodeo. I want to thank you for joining us on The Real DC Car Guy. If you really want to join and want to do this again for yourself, if you're a Bronco owner, you get to come here for free. But if you're not a Bronco owner, you can pay $795 worth every penny and come and do the off-rodeo. It is an excellent experience.